So, does that policy concern you? What happens? What happens if, let's say, oh boy, let us just go into the future in our imagination for a moment. Let's just say, remember, Frank Luntz has said that he would bet $150,000 that Trump is going to win the general election. Now, Frank Luntz is just a pollster. I mean, he doesn't have a crystal ball or anything like that, but that's his opinion. He talks to people about their opinions on what they're going to do for things like this, elections and so forth. I mean, that's a pretty serious statement to say I'm going to put $150K on the line, no matter who you are. I guess maybe not if you're a leftist who's wanting to take money from somebody else and give it to someone. They seem to have no problem with any amount of money. But if it's their own money, my goodness, they're not going to put it up at all. But anyway, that's a significant statement. But let's say that that's where we are, and we get to Election Day. By the way, quickly, I just want to mention this. I have a link on the show notes page. If you've not seen, the Trump campaign released a short little video, campaign video, called White House Senior Living. A little, mockery or satirical piece on, the White House becoming a senior living center. I know some folks will have different opinions on this, but, Trump's hammering home the point that this guy in the White House is completely unfit to be making decisions for this country. And he's right, by the way, as far as that goes. But let's just say there's a series of ads like that, and people are, that they've come to the realization they can't defend this guy any longer. It's inexcusable what's happening. People have watched if there's debates, I mean, who knows? They might come up with some reason not to have debates in 2024 as well. But they begin to see it's obvious that Trump is much more equipped. His polling is high, whatever. Let's say that we get to Election Day and that's the case. And then, of course, we have water lines break and everything else on election night. Polls shutting down, massive amounts of ballots coming in overnight that are all for Biden and so forth. What if we have some sort of a replay of what we saw in 2020? And people are going to be extraordinarily angry because now, from their perspective and in their way of thinking, now we're talking about twice that this has happened to the American people. I'm just painting a picture. I'm just saying what this is their perspective. There's going to be a lot of people with this perspective. And let's say that people talk about this, they blog about it on their website, or they talk about it on their podcast or whatever. What's Google going to do? And what's the impact and power that they have?